Hello. The following excerpt is from the book The First Heretic, and it's part of the Horus Heresy series. And in this scene, this scene features two of my favorite characters in the whole of the series: Lorgar Auralian, the Primarch of the Word Bearers, and Magnus the Red, the Primarch of the Thousand Suns. So, before we begin, just a little bit of context. Magnus visits Lorgar in Colchis after the destruction of Monarchia. And this is Lorgar sharing his frustrations with Magnus. It helps paint a vivid picture about what Lorgar is really thinking and who Lorgar really is. This whole world burned under a crusade I led almost 2 centuries ago. I dreamed of God's arrival. I suffered hallucinations, visions, nightmares, and trances, night after night after night. Sometimes I would wake at dawn to find blood running from my eyes and ears, and our Father's face burned in my mind. Of course, I was too young, too naive to realize what I was. How could I know what psychic power boiled within me, seeking a release? I was not you, to know from birth how to control my sixth sense. I am not Russ, to be able to howl and have every wolf in the world howl with me. My powers always fired in fits and bursts, coming in feasts or famines. I was 8 years old when I realized that some people had pleasant dreams instead of endless nightmares. Nothing could have shocked me more. Magnus remained silent, despite all their talks, all their closeness. This was a tale he'd not heard from his brother's lips before. Lorgar closed his eyes and continued. I waged a holy war in the name of a father who finally descended from above, saw the oceans of blood and tears shed in his name, and simply didn't care. I wasted my youth haunched over scripture and religious codices, planning for the Messiah's coming, believing he would give meaning to all human life, meaning that thousands of human cultures are forever seeking. And I was wrong. The Emperor bought meaning, said Magnus, just not the meaning you hoped for. He bought as many questions as he did answers. Father is hollowed through, infested with secrets. I hate that about him. He is a creature incapable of trust. Another pause reached out between them. At last, Lorgar smirked, bleak and unamused. Perhaps he did bring meaning, but he did not bring the meaning humanity needs. That's what matters. Go on, Magnus said. Finish the thought. Since then, I have crusaded across his empire for over a century, raising icons and faiths in his image, and only now he objects, after 100 years. Only now am I told that all I've done is wrong. Magnus kept his silence. The doubt he felt shone through his narrowed eye. Magnus, Lorgar smiled as he saw the emotion on his brother's face. Only the truly divine deny their divinity. It's written thus in countless human cultures. He never denied his godhood when he came to Colchis to take me into the stars. You were there. You witnessed weeks of celebration in his honor, never once rebuking me for lauding him as a god, and since then, he watched me crusade for him, never saying a word about what I've done. Only now, at Monarchia, did he bring down his wrath when he decided my faith had to be broken after more than a century. Is this about Monarchia? Magnus asked. Everything is about Monarchia, Lorgar admitted. It all changed in that moment, brother. The way I see the worlds we conquer, my hopes for the future, everything. I can imagine. Do not patronize me, Lorgar snapped. With the greatest respect, Magnus, you cannot imagine this. Did the Lord of all human life descend upon you, burn your greatest achievement to ash and dust, and then tell you that you and you alone were a failure? Did he throw your precious 1,000 sons to the ground and tell your entire legion that every soul wearing their armor was a wasted life? Lorgar, what? What? I spent decades on Colchis dreaming of the day God himself would arrive and lead humanity to the Empyrean. I raised a religion in his honor. For over 100 years, I have spread that faith in his name, believing he matched every dream, every prophecy, every mythic poem about the ascension of the human race. Now I am told my life was a lie, that I have ruined countless civilizations with a false faith, that every one of my brothers who laughed at me for seeking a greater purpose in life was right to laugh at our bloodline's only fool. Um, Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. I hope you liked this excerpt from the book The First Heretic. Personally, I think this is one of the best books in the series. It's well worth a listen or well worth a read. And I hope you enjoyed this dramatization of one of my favorite scenes in The First Heretic. Um, Let me know what you think in the comments below. Um, does the Do you think the voice acting matches the character? What could I have done differently? Would you like to see more of this? Um, your feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, and I hope to do more of these in the future. See you soon.